Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other topics, and managing it as one big juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, this is Ann-Sophie.
And I'm John.
From the band Spiders.
And you're listening to Brutally Delicious.
The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Anyway, let's talk about Spiders then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sharp Objects comes out, about a month, a little over, or a little less than a month from now. Now that it's complete, what's been the early responses to it, and how do you feel about it now that you've turned it over?
It's just the early reviews coming out now, and it's mostly positive, I think. And in the metal and hard rock magazines in Sweden. We're super excited about it. Feel it's the best album we've done so far. So we're stoked. Yeah.
You guys sort of meld, I guess, rock and roll and new wave together, and even with a bit of grunge. How do you approach blending these diverse influences to create a sound that's both nostalgic while still being modern and still being Spiders?
Oh, thank you. That's nice to hear. Because that's exactly what we wanted to do. We all listen to old rock and roll music and soul music and the whole New York scene from the 70s, of course, and everything. But still, we don't want to do the retro thing. We still live in this time now. And
right.
So how we do it, I don't know, but we work with together with really good persons. How we record it and the guy who mixed it and everything. So it's not only Spiders, it's the whole team behind it, of course. But okay. I think we always talked about that when we writing songs, like how we want them. And
I suppose you get inspired by one's record collection. Most of it's from 60s and 70s, and there's some different songs that I want this songs to sound like a Blondie song or a Backman Turner Overdrive song or Black Sabbath. So it's just a whole record collection on our album, I think. And
the thing I'm really pleased with it together in the band is it can be all the things from inspiration from Black Sabbath or this thing with the Supremes I like, and we can get everything melt down into the music that we create, and that's the nice thing.
So when you approach songwriting, then there's kind of no boundaries. You could pull from wherever.
Yeah,
more or less, I think. Yeah,
because we all feel the same. If we do it, it's still Spiders, so we don't have to be worried going in the wrong direction. It's still us, so that's a nice feeling when you're creating songs. And right,
so your fans will stay with you right through it because it's just who you are. That you're not kind of changing.
We hope so.
We hope so.
All right. So the album is said to take listeners on a sonic journey from Gothenburg to London and New York and other places. Can you elaborate on how specific cities or music scenes influence particular tracks on the record?
Well, I suppose we've a lot of the New York punk scene in the 70s, CBGBs and that. There's tracks on the album like Sweet Boy and What's Your Game, a lot of other songs as well. But it's Dead Boys and the Ramones and
Dictators and bands like that.
yeah.
I mean, then I mean, you're from England, so the London thing is in your DNA from the beginning.
Yeah, maybe no, but yeah.
No, but I mean, and I'm from the countryside in Sweden, and I mean, what you're all listening to, it's in your DNA. So where you're from and where you've traveled and things you've seen and people you meet and things you listen to is. So I mean, you can hear it in the songs, I guess. The cities.
Fair enough. Is there a message or a takeaway you want your fans to walk away from after listening to Sharp Objects?
I don't think we create from that direction, like how we want people to interact with the music. It's something that it's like a journey. I mean, we hope people are gonna like it and come to our shows and stuff like that. But it's not that we are thinking when we are create the songs like we want this to people to think like this or hear this or so that's going to be the surprise for us, I guess, and we hope people going to like it and have a great party and listen to the music.
I think we write music or songs that will make a record like we want to hear ourselves in a way.
When you're writing, especially on this record, were you writing songs envisioning how they would come across on the live stage, or were you writing the songs just for the song's sake and then worrying about it later?
How do you feel?
Well, I suppose when one comes up with like a riff or something, you get the feeling of standing on stage in front of loads of people or feeling what you would think, what one would want oneself, like looking at a band on stage and hearing that riff or that song coming out and getting excitement from it, which I suppose that's how it starts writing a song, is that what one would like to experience in a band oneself on stage. So I suppose one just versus it. And
it's not a good question because we never talked about it, and that's exactly the way I feel when a new idea of a song coming up. It's like I see it in a picture, like I imagine myself on stage and how I move and what I'm wearing and the lights and everything. It's like if it's a good song or not, it's like how my imagination of being on stage pretending acting that song is. So that's the whole thing, the live show.
Perfect. What's the plan to take this live? You have touring plans?
Yeah, now in the future, the near future, we're gonna combination like support band things, like we're going with Helicopters and the Datsuns, and then we're gonna have some great release shows in Sweden, and we're hoping for some great festivals during the summer, and then we're going to Spain and Germany in the fall. So
it's been booked at the moment.
Yeah, we hope we're gonna be busy this year, traveling around with a new album.
When you write your records, are you all writing in the same space and bouncing ideas off of each other, or like they did in the old days to capture that sort of rock and roll vibe, or are you sending stuff back and forth?
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
A lot of the songs, I suppose, were written during COVID, and I've got like garage band on the computer, so I've been sitting at home and writing songs. But then we had a few weekends when we met in the rehearsal studio and bounced ideas.
Like collect all the members' ideas and try them together. So maybe it's in the early beginning, the seed of the song is maybe spread, but then we collect everything and try it together because we need to do it as a band, otherwise it doesn't work. So we finish the songs together. Mostly.
I think in the end that makes it more organic and real, right? Because that's the way they wrote stuff in the old days.
Exactly.
things kind of change and breathe and live as opposed to being so sterile, quantized, and sent over your email, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But
and if like one person would write all the songs, then it would be very it wouldn't be that interesting. I think it's the cool thing being in a rock band or in a band together is that you do it all together, write the songs, and it becomes more interesting to listen to.
I talk to a lot of people, and it's pretty much that's the minority now. It's too easy. People don't even live on the same continents, right? They come up with a song idea and email it to whatever. So I think there's a difference, and I think the listener can tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If fans want to find you guys, how can they do so?
We've got Instagram and we've got Facebook.
The best thing is to follow us on Instagram and to see we love to play live shows, so we hope to play a lot of live shows so people can come and see us. And but follow on Instagram is the most easiest way to follow.
And Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything you wanted to cover? That was the end of my questions. I appreciate you taking the time. I really do like the record. I hope it does very well for you. Yeah.
Cheers,
good luck
man.
on the road. Maybe someday in the States. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I'd love to come back.
Love to come back.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks a lot, man.
You.
Thank
Hey,
you.
good luck with the record and the tour. Stay warm.
Oh,
You too.
you
Thank
too.
you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, man.
Hey everyone, this is Bjorn from Soulwork, and this is Brutally Delicious.
The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey there, heavy metal maniacs and kitchen crusaders. I'm Bruce Moore, the host of the Brutally Delicious Podcast, where we whisk up a blend of metal and food to quench even the most discriminate tastes. Have you ever wondered what your favorite metal musician chows down on before they hit the stage to melt your face off? Well, look no further. Here at the Brutally Delicious Podcast, we have cooking segments so brutal they'll make your oven want to headbang. From beefy, bodacious burgers, to spicy, succulent salmon, to kickin' caliente cauliflower, and more. We mix metal and culinary creations, resulting in a feast for the senses.
But wait, there's more.
Hey, this is Michael Monroe. Brutally Delicious. Isn't that beautiful? See you down the road.
Each week, I meet with the mammoths of metal for interviews that are spicier than a Carolina Reaper. Get the latest on their upcoming shows, behind-the-scenes stories, and if we're lucky enough, maybe they'll share a secret family recipe or two with us. You'll also want to check out our weekly album and show reviews, where we dice, slice, and serve up our unique takes on the latest metal releases. So grab your leather apron, crank the volume to 11, and subscribe to the Brutally Delicious Podcast on your favorite podcast platform. It's sure to be a hell of a time.
Oh, hey there. It's Tim from Protest the Hero. Now that you've seen my junk, I'm going to show you how to make a pizza. And you're watching Brutally Delicious.
What's up, everybody? Max Cavalera, Soulfly, and you listen to Brutally Delicious Podcast. Stay metal, motherfuckers.
From the